back, the trial for the father accused of honor killing his two daughters more than a decade ago is underway in the state of Texas. The defendant, Yaser faces murder charges in the shooting deaths of his two daughters, Amina and Sarah. Their bodies were found in a taxi cab. Before Sarah died, she called 911 and said she's dying and that her father shot her. Family and friends claim the father was upset that the teens were dating. Here's the prosecution's opening statement.
About a man obsessed with possession and control. He controlled his two daughters, Amina Saeed and Sarah Saeed. He controlled what they did, who they talked to, who they could be friends with, if they and who they could date. And he controlled everything in his household. You'll hear that he also controlled his wife. A person that he married who was 15 years of age when he married her. He was 29. She then had 3 children with him. His first son, Islam Saeed, born March of 1988. Amina Saeed, born March of 1989. And Sarah Saeed, the baby, born March of 1990. All while Patricia was in her formative years, still a teenager. You'll hear the dynamics in that household. A household built on isolation and dependency on one individual, Yaser Saeed. But this case is also about 2 beautiful young women. Amina Saeed, 18 years of age at the time of the offense, and Sarah Saeed, 17 years of age at the time of the offense. These were 2 young, spirited young ladies. They were extremely bright. They went to Louisville High School. They were in AP classes, and they had big dreams. They wanted to become doctors. They wanted to go to college. They wanted to get married. They wanted to have families. Normal teenage girls wanting a normal life. But you'll see, as they got older, and the smarter they became, and the more educated they became, and the more independence that they got, the defendant got angrier. Because if they had more independence, that was less control for him. You'll hear in this case that leading up to the murders of Amina Saeed and Sarah Saeed, the defendant's behavior got extremely dangerous. The girls became very scared for their lives. Their mother, Patricia, who had left the defendant numerous times in the past because of his behavior, was so scared that they all 3 decided, we need to escape. So they made a plan. And at this time, the girls are thriving. They're doing well in school. Amina has scholarships to go to college, and they each have boyfriends. Sarah is dating a young man by the name of Eric Panamino. He goes to Louisville High School. And Amina is dating a young man at a junior college named Edgar Ruiz. They convinced their boyfriends to go with them. Imagine that. 18-year-old, a 17-year-old, an 18-year-old, and a 19-year-old, and their mother, Patricia Owens, all flee from the defendant. They plan their escape. You'll hear that the defendant rarely worked, but if he did, he drove a cab. They knew that they needed to leave when he was not home. Cab drivers have unpredictable schedules, so of course, depending on when is a good time with traffic, is when they work. So it took them a couple of days to get their plan together. When they successfully leave, it's Christmas Day. It's the evening of Christmas Day. They tell Islam, the brother, we're gonna go get something to drink. We'll be back, but they're gone. Edgar borrows a truck from his dad. They all leave. They go to Oklahoma. They got to get away. because things have gotten so bad. You'll hear that leading up to the murders, the reason for them leaving was that the defendant put a gun to Amina's head, threatened to kill her. That's what made them leave. So they're safe. Our story right now, they're safe. They're in Oklahoma. Only for a few days. Because that same control and that same manipulation that the defendant has done for years has worked. And he gets them to come home. And they come home. And now he's a changed man. Now he's okay with everything. He's going to give them some independence. He's going to let them date their boyfriends. He's going to let them go to college. He's going to let them live their own lives. So he tells the mother, everything's okay. Come home. Everything's okay. And he tells the mother he wants to take him out to Denny's to go eat. So he takes Amina, the older one. She's in the front passenger seat of the cab. And he takes Sarah, the younger one. She's in the back seat, right directly behind me in the cab. He takes them to go to Denny's. Patricia, the mother, asked to go. Told her no. She needed to stay home. Ladies and gentlemen, he killed those two girls in that cab. His two daughters. You'll hear evidence that Amina was shot twice, and Sarah suffered and was shot 9 times. We're going to bring you 2 911 calls. One from Sarah Saeed, where she's asking for help. And she names her killer, her father, Yaser Saeed. Another 911 call from the Omni Hotel, where they found the cab in a taxi line. No one was moving in that cab. 2 girls in the cab. One looks slumped over. Ignition off, keys removed, no gun. And where is Yaser Saeed? Phone turned off. In the wind. Nowhere to be found. This manhunt for the defendant lasted 12 long years until he was finally apprehended by the FBI. We're going to bring you evidence of that as well.
Opening statement from the state of Texas against the defendant, Yaser Saeed. Daryl Stallworth and Vonda Sargent still with us. Daryl, what do you think of the open?
Wonderful opening statement. I'm always applauding attorneys who can speak without notes, not with a PowerPoint. You wanted to get to this jury and let them know what happened and how it happened, and she did an amazing job of telling a very good timeline story. I thought it was very powerful and overwhelming.
Vonda, your thoughts?
I agree with Daryl. She's making a community with the jurors. They're becoming a community with one another based on the fact that she is talking directly to them. She's not looking at notes. She's not giving a PowerPoint presentation. She's telling a story, and the story is very, very compelling. And the closing is going to tie all of this in together. And it wasn't an honor killing. This man is just a textbook domestic abuser. He was 29, married a 15-year-old, and had control over her and wanted to control over the other women in his life. And it was slipping away from him. They're far more intelligent than him, or let me say this, they had access to more education and access to more opportunities. And with the mindset that he is showing us that he has about women, that was never going to work in his household. These girls were never going to become doctors. They were never going to outshine him, who was a taxi cab driver. Nothing wrong with driving a taxi cab, but when you have the mindset that you're smarter than and you should control women, that's problematic, and it became very problematic for Yaser. And what's very interesting to me about this case is there's reports that he wanted his daughters to date men of the Muslim faith, but he didn't marry a woman of the Muslim faith. So it was really quite problematic, the whole situation in this family. And it all goes back to domestic violence, power and control, particularly over women and girls. And I think that with that opening statement, he will be found guilty. It will be interesting to hear the defense opening statement.
Yeah, Daryl, a pregnant woman delivering the opening against you. He's probably seething in his seat over there. Can't stand it. This is, if true, these allegations are allegations. It'll be up to the jury, but with the daughter's call. I mean, we talked earlier about the Kristen Smart case. You know, there's no call from Kristen saying that Paul Flores did it. This is so different in that you have that phone call, and it, to me, makes all the difference in the world. We'll see how this progresses. We're going to step aside, and then when we come back, we're going to hear the defense. We're going to see where they're going with this. Is this someone else did it, or as Daryl talked about earlier, did something blow up? We'll talk about that in a bit. Daryl Stallworth, we're going to let you go. Thank you so much for your time and expertise. Vonda's going to stick around for the next hour. Coming up, the defense claims the evidence against the defendant doesn't support a conviction. We'll hear what the defense has to say in this whopper of a case. That's next.